Hello and welcome, I am HenryPlays and this is my review of DayZ Standalone. This video is part of a series called Games Pass Reviews, where I will find new games on the Xbox or PC Games Pass and review them to see if it's a game that suits you. If that sounds like something you'd enjoy, I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, so please don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos. On the screen right now are the timestamps for the different sections of the video. We'll start off with a description of the game, before going into my review, and ending with a final conclusion. Thank you all for watching, and on with the video. DayZ is a zombie survival... DayZ is the zombie survival game that really kickstarted the entire genre. When I say this, I of course mean the DayZ mod that was available for Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead. This game holds a very special place in my heart, as on screen right now you can see it was the very first purchase that I made on Steam in October 2012. After watching some Frankie on PC videos of DayZ, me and my brother decided to play the game for ourselves. At the time, there was really no other game quite like it, and it wasn't even a game, it was a mod. It was absolutely phenomenal. Massive open world, base building, survival. In theory, it had all of the ingredients to make an amazing zombie survival game, and it was 8 years ahead of its time. That's why Arma developer Bohemia Interactive decided to get in contact with the mod developers and bring out an entire standalone game for what was once just a well-received mod. In the beginning, reviews were mixed and the game was buggy as hell. I myself even tried the game in its early stages, and I really don't remember having an enjoyable experience. I never really went back to DayZ Standalone and just played DayZ Mod, trying out all the different servers, mods and Wow. Don't forget to put your phone on silent, guys, when you're recording. Anyway, I never went back to DayZ Standalone and just played DayZ Mod, trying out all the different servers, mods and maps. Whilst me and many others refused to play the new game, Bohemia stood watching as their DayZ dream began burning to a crisp. DayZ Mod player numbers were still much higher than DayZ Standalone player numbers. But over time, the bugs started to disappear, features were added, and the player numbers are beginning to rise. There's now even a modded scene in DayZ Standalone. Mods for a game that originated as a mod. Would you believe it? But I am happy to say that 7 years later, Bohemia Interactive have fixed the entire player experience in DayZ Standalone. What was once a buggy pile of rubbish is now a fantastic, intricate, thriving game. Anyway, back to the actual description of the game. DayZ is very challenging compared to most zombie survival games, and most people really give up after the first life. You have to take care of yourself in a way that not many zombie survival games make you. You have to stay well fed, hydrated, temperature regulated, and you must make sure that the blood that is in your body stays there. You are stranded in the region of Chernorus and you must scavenge for supplies to ensure your survival, find weapons to become a hunter, or find cover and defend yourself to make sure that you do not become the hunted. DayZ isn't just a zombie survival game, it's different. Somehow. Right, like always, I'm going to start off by talking about the positive points of the game before moving on to the negative ones. Firstly, the game is incredibly immersive. From the sounds of the wilderness to the entire feeling and aura of the game, you start feeling like you're there yourself, trying to evade zombies while still gathering the supplies necessary to survive. I see this as more of a positive point because it really helps you to connect with your character and it gives you that extra push to stay alive, whereas in most zombie games you want to test the waters to see what will hurt stroke kill you and what is friendly. In DayZ, you don't take any of the common risks that you would in other survival games. Survival is your only option and there are no second chances when it comes to surviving. Another positive point about this game is that it is incredibly fun to play with friends, especially if there's a large group of you. Yes, it is more mouths to feed, but at the end of the day, there's 5 times the amount of people looking for food, and there's 5 times the amount of loot that you could originally carry. So as long as you're all helping each other out and no one's weighing you down, you should be good. Just watch out for the quiet ones. They're always up to something. My final positive point is that unless you're playing a community or modded server where the loot is increased, you can't go from having nothing to a fully decked out inventory in DayZ. You can't spawn in and within 5 minutes have a full loadout. It's just not how the game works. You build it up. You start by finding police stations or barracks looking for a shotgun or pistol, just so you can defend yourself in dire situations or against other players. You need to make sure that you balance the acquiring of weapons with food and drink supplies, because if you don't, you'll find yourself dying to something much more annoying than a gunshot. Now we're going to move on to some of the negative points. In order to play this game, you must connect to a multiplayer server. Sadly, the connection to most of the servers, especially the official ones, is incredibly poor. I've tested this with many other people and we're all getting the same problems. Lots of lag whilst in the server, picking up items is delayed, opening doors is delayed, but the worst thing of all is that sometimes you even get disconnected because of it. And the worst negative point of all is that the game is still very buggy. Whether it's zombies walking through walls, falling through the world, or even just items disappearing from below your feet. Most of the bugs aren't game breaking, but some of them really are. Me and my friend were playing DayZ recently for quite a while. Our entire run to get up to this point took us around 5 or 6 hours. Sadly, I don't have footage of this, but when we were looting the large tower at the top of Green Mountain, the game decided that his connection wasn't strong enough to the server, so it kicked him. When he joined back, I saw him for a split second, then he just started descending through the floor of the tower and then through the ground itself. Perfect. 6 hours straight down the drain. Overall, DayZ is an incredibly immersive game with genre-defining features and history. Those of you that play the game for the first time will be part of the history that surrounds DayZ as we know it today, and those of you that played it years ago will be able to see it and appreciate how far the game has really come. In terms of recommending the game, I really do recommend this game to everybody who loves survival games. If you don't like the sustenance part of survival games, then I definitely don't recommend this game for you. The more you play this game, the more you'll find yourself immersed with the whole aura of the game. And here's a tip for those that will play it. Head inland. Well, that about wraps it up. Thank you all very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe so that you do not miss any future related videos. Check out my other social medias down in the description and comment down below any questions or queries that you may have. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great day. Ciao.